Can you hear me back up, all the way back up? Why don't you sit down up here? We have plenty of sit up here. You all stay in this neighbor? Yes. Thank you. First of all, we are very, very grateful that you gave us a place to stay for tonight. And this is a very warm welcome for all the monks here tonight. Thank you. Today's a long day for us too. And when we get to this area, it's already gone. It's dangerous again. If we don't have this place, we probably travel even more further down. So it's even more darker. So thank you for that. How many of you have practiced meditation before? How do you feel when you practice meditation? And what type of meditation are you doing? Mindfulness? Where you learn it from? Egypt? Okay. Interesting. So for meditation, you just go online and then listen to the talk online and practice yourself. It's okay, it's not that, nothing wrong with it. But if you want to go further, you want to go deep into it, then you definitely need a teacher. But why do you need meditation? Why did you search for that? Can you tell me why? To calm your mind? What's wrong with your mind? Always thinking? Imagination. It's not just you. All of them. And all of us live too. Because this mind is a mind. So it's more or less thinking. Nothing wrong with it. And after you practice, do you calm down? Really? Oh, interesting. So, how many percent? 10. So, basically, after meditation, you will calm more, less react, right? Less react or still the same? How about you, Doctor? You raised your hand earlier.
Clear-minded, when I meditate, when I study, in my mind,
Okay.
feel like think about it.
Okay. So the meditation is for us to purify our mind, right? To purify our mind. Why do we need to purify it? It's because we have so many stuff inside our head, our mind. All those unnecessary things, we always keep it in there. Today, when you're at work, your co-worker bump into you, and then when you go home, you remember her face. You get mad. When you get out of your house, go to work, the cat run across you and hit you, and hurt you. You get mad. All those things And then when you go home, you think about that again, and you get mad. You go to bed, after you get up, you think of her face and you get mad. Right? We keep doing that every day. So what is it good that you have to remember all the time for you to be angry? Nothing. But why you still remember it clearly? But there are so many good things that you could not remember. It's because something that you are angry about, then you keep it longer. And our human beings, we always go to deep down into all the bad things, bad habits. And so that is the reason why we remember all those, but then the good deeds, we barely remember all of it. And so when we are free, we have nothing to do, then we thought about all those things again and over that make us suffer. This is what I shared yesterday. And so for meditation for us here today, let me show you all just briefly how to meditate the right way. And then every day you can follow that to practice to purify your mind. Okay? First of all, you have to be able to sit like this, cross-legged like this. Right? How many of you can do full lotus? No? Half lotus? Okay, or freestyle just like this. One in front and one behind. Okay? When you are not used to it, then your legs can be like this. Your knees is gonna lift up like this. It's totally fine. Okay? But don't sit on your bed. Sit on a floor or something that is firm enough for your spine to be straight. Otherwise, you're gonna ruin your spine. Okay? And then back straight like this, but don't push it up. Because when you push it up, you feel tired and then you go down like this. Okay? So when you sit straight like this, and then this is the area where you put your concentration to. Your breathing, where it go out and in is from here, right? Not that way, sitting. Oh, you tired, okay? We've been walking 23 days already. You are tired too. Yes, you can. You definitely can. It's just that you want to overcome that difficulties or not. Can you do it? You have to be strong. You have to make a strong determination. Yes, I can. Thank you. So when we sit like this, and the breathing, the air is going in and out by our nose. But when you breathe in, normally, okay, don't force your breath. You breathe in, the air is gonna go all the way in, but you don't follow it. You just aware of that breath going in like that much. In, and then when you breathe out, you're aware of that breath is going out that much. Why is it that much? Because your concentration is just right here. When you follow it in, follow it out, then it's very difficult for you to stay at one place. Okay? So you breathe in and breathe out, not slowly, but normally. And your thoughts always, you say that thinking, right? Your mind automatically will rise with thoughts, either bad or good. When it's rise with thoughts, you're aware of that. You're aware that you are thinking right now. And then you catch that. You tell yourself, silently say, thinking, thinking, and bring your mind back here to the breathing. Breathe in and out. Your mind think again about all the things. Go that way, like that, like that. And then you, every time when your mind arises with thought, bring it back here. Bring it back. Just keep doing that. It doesn't matter how long, how much, how many thoughts is arise. When you realize that you have thoughts, thinking, just bring it back. And then sometimes your spine can drop down like this, because it's your habit, right? Aware of that, and then push it back up. Yeah? And then come back here, in, out. You hear somebody talking, singing, with sound. You will have sound. Notice sound, come back here. When you feel pain, numb, itchy, aware of that, recite it silently, feeling, bring it back here. Always back to the breathing. When you feel numb to the point that you cannot stand it anymore, then you may switch your legs by mindfully use this hand, wrap this leg, push it out, and mindfully, okay? You have to know that. You have to be very careful, mindfully push that out, and then this leg, pull it, like that. And back here. But don't change it all the time. You have to overcome this. It's not that you feel pain, you feel numb, and then you change right away. Don't. You have to overcome that. Because there's time in this life you have to go into this problem, suffer pain. When you have to go to the hospital, when you are ill, then all that pain is much stronger. Without this determination, without this practicing, you won't be able to stand that when you are sick, when you are in the hospital, right? So we need to be strong. We need to overcome all that difficulties. And then come back here. That is all you need to do. Every day, in the morning, during the day, at night time, keep doing this. If you have 5 minutes, that's great. If you have 10 minutes, that's better. If you have 15, 20, 30 minutes, that is even better. The more time you have, the better it is. But no expectation. Okay? When you practice meditation like this, we always want to see the result. The result is that you can see your mind goes here and there. That is the result. The mind is thinking rapidly, but we can never catch it until we sit down and then breathe in and breathe out. Then you can see your mind goes. That is the result. Meditation isn't to bring in anything, but to let go. To let go. Drop everything to let go. So just be mindful with it. You may fail many times, but that's okay. We live and learn, right? So we have to continue practicing it. Don't give up. Never give up. People may think that you're bad, but yourself, don't give yourself that chance to think that you are bad. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. No, we can do anything. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. If you don't believe in yourself, then nobody can believe you. So that is the mindfulness meditation, that's the basic. Of course, there's much more behind it. But for all of us to practice daily, I think that is good enough for us to practice. And then once you practice long enough, if you want to learn more, you may contact us, and then we can guide you further, and we can help with that. Any of our monks could help. Now that you know that Buddhist monks exist, in Texas at least, right. So you could reach out to us. It's difficult, huh? It is, huh? You know, before, nobody can sit like this for a long time. But every single time when we sit like this, we increase 1 minute. Let's say today you sit 5 minutes, it's very painful for you already. But please go 6 minutes. Tomorrow, 7 minutes. Increase that way. And you'll be fine. There's time that I told myself, if I have to die while I meditate, because to the time, I have so much problem with my spine, my back, and my health issues. So when I meditate long, like usually 1 hour per session, that's fine. But then when I go to the meditation center in Myanmar, then 1 hour and I take break for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I continue to the point that only 15 minutes I cannot stand the pain anymore. My tears automatically drop. That bad. Really, really bad. And then I ask myself, are you going to be like this forever? Are you going to be like this here every day? And then what happened when you come back to your monastery? And I told myself, no, this is not me. I don't want this. I want a better one. And I need to overcome this. So in front of the Buddha statue, I bowed down to him. I said, if I have to die here because I try to overcome this pain, I'm okay with it. From there on, it hurt like I can see so many stars around me. But I sit still like this. I never give up. For hours, and then I give up. I failed several times. But I didn't stop there. I continue doing that every day to the point that I overcome all that difficulties. So I experienced that already. That's why I told you, you can do that. And any of us can do that. It's just that you want to change or not. And I believe we are suffering enough. That's why we are here, listening to us sharing all this method, right? And we want to end the suffering, right? And that is one way to end suffering, by practicing meditation, mindfulness meditation. So I hope one day all of us here are going to be expert on meditation. Once we purify our mind, once we are calm, we know what we're doing, then I think we have a better society. That is the message of peace, compassion, love, and kindness, and you live with harmony. That is our message that we want to bring it to the people. So, is that what we are looking for? Yeah? Peace. Peace begins within, not out there. So we have to build it. Starting from now, from tonight, tomorrow is going to be our first day to practice, to build the peace. Our own peace. Let's say, this neighborhood, all of us practice to find peace. Would you like that? See, like this. Definitely, this neighborhood is going to be an amazing neighborhood. Yes, of course. All the teenagers, all the kids, when they go to school, they'll be smarter too. Why? Because they have more concentration. And let's say if you want your kids to study well and you want them to meditate, but if you don't do it, would they do it? Of course not. So you have to be your kids' role model. Imagine that the whole family is meditating every day. How grateful that is. Right now, probably a lot of us could go to the bar, go to here and there to enjoy things already. But we gave up all that to be here. That is a big sacrifice. Right? So I think that is best that we can encourage our family member to practice the same. That will help our family, our society, our neighbor, and our country. So I hope that message will be able to carry on to many, many people. Do you have any questions? Any question ahead? Without you all, we won't be able to fulfill this journey. And without this place, we won't be able to share this message tonight. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for taking time to sit here. And it's like a family to me. Look how they wrap my feet. There are a lot of ornaments, so that's why I sit like this. To stick on my wood. How beautiful. You have a question? Yes. Can you speak a little bit louder?
You all want to Washington with love.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's so sweet. You said you all with love. Beautiful. Are we planning to stay here? Yes.
So about, I guess 2 years ago, I found out about Buddhism, and it's not anything I had known about before, and it was completely life-changing. I mean, just completely. And I'm so thankful because although we're here, I live about half an hour from here, but I just wanted to come over and see you and tell you how much gratitude I have, and just how thankful I am that y'all are doing this, and that people don't understand the compassion and how important it is. So I have learned to meditate, and it definitely has made such a difference in that. I used to have severe depression and anxiety and took sleeping pills for 15 years, and I don't do any of that anymore. And that's because of the practice. So I just have to say thank you.
Sadhu. Sadhu. All of us, we have this physical body. Of course, we are suffering all kind of sickness, right? That is normal because when we have this body, we have to go through all that. Nobody can escape. But actually, there are so many cases that after practicing meditation, they can help themselves, they can cure themselves without medication. Many cases like that around the world. They don't need to depend on medication. Because when your mind is strong enough, it can lift up this body. So I hope that your story can share to many other people to encourage them to practice as well. Thank you, and please remember that us Buddhist monks, we travel in this journey. We are not trying to convert anybody. Okay? Our Buddha said, don't believe in what I said yet. And also not to throw them away, but please bring it into practicing. After you practice, you know that you see the result, you decide to believe or not. That's the our Buddha said. And so our message to share with all the people along the road is that we want everybody to have peace, to know know how to cultivate, how to practice mindfulness, to bring peace to themselves. That's all we want. And whatever that we could share to help the people, we happy to do so. But we are not asking anybody to follow or to convert. Okay? It doesn't matter what faith we believe in, what skin colors we are. We still have the same tears, which is salty. We have the same blood, which is red. Right? So we are human beings, one family. It doesn't matter what faith we follow in. It's just that the meditation, the mindfulness meditation actually helps a lot to all people, especially teenagers, students. You can imagine all the students right now, they cannot concentrate on their schoolwork. Why is that? Because there are so many distractions around. Right? That's why meditation is needed. So let's start our day tomorrow with today is going to be my peaceful day. Write down, think about it. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Every day when you wake up, write that down, repeat it, and then throughout the day, live mindfully. And it's going to be your peaceful day. If you believe you have a peaceful day, you will have a peaceful day. Even though this world throwing lemons at you. But if you don't believe in it, you will ruin your day. For sure. So good luck to you all, and may you be well, happy, and peaceful.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, let's finish the live streaming today. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again.